Now for the very good reason we are celebrating today.
What a day. Yes, our co-anchor, colleague, dear friend, of course. Hollie, you are celebrating 20 years here at Channel 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's a blip for me. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of coffee.
It's a lot.
I've really inhaled a lot of coffee.
And well, I mean, Hollie, I'm new here.
Yeah.
I'm the new girl on the block and to Cleveland, really. But I even know that you have an incredible history and a connection with your community here. I know that you're native. This is where you're born and raised. Everybody is lucky to have you here. But let's take a minute to take a look back at Hollie's time here.
Oh, geez.
You know what it's like where you still feel like you're 20 years old? I still feel like at times I'm at John Carroll, at other times I just had a baby, and then at other times here I am, 20 years later. Cleveland is home for me. I grew up on the east side in Lyndhurst, and my end goal was always to be back here because that's where all my family is. My memory was, believe it or not, 9/11 happening because I was working in North Carolina at the time. When that occurred, I just remember thinking, that's it. I've got to go home. And I was really lucky that I was able to months later.
As you mentioned, Hollie, it's just not letting up.
No, and I think that we're going to continue to see some pretty heavy rains into this morning and finally start to dry out later this afternoon.
I was pregnant with each child on TV. It's been such a journey, and I can't believe that they're not babies. There's times when I think I cannot believe that my daughter is driving a car. How did that happen?
At Channel 3 News Today, we know you want good, dependable, trustworthy information.
When I started here, I could still remember Mark Nolan, who at the time was doing mornings, passing me a, ironically, pot of coffee. My kids still call Mark Uncle Mark. I still work with a lot of the same people. They were here. And so that's what's really cool about this morning show. I mean, Dave and I worked together in Toledo. It was both of our first jobs. So we've worked together technically for a long time and kind of grown up together too. My gosh, I could remember when Maureen came here as a reporter. It's such a beautiful thing to really have that connection, mom to mom, woman to woman on many levels. And then Danielle, and you want to talk about an inspiration. There's not many mornings that the two of us haven't had some kind of prayer before the show or inspiration or even just a funny, Jesus take the wheel. I've always struggled with anxiety to a degree, but this spiraled me into what I would say is severe anxiety. And then mental health has become such a huge thing. It was really personal because I struggled with it. It was really empowering to do that for me. And I opted to do it in hopes of helping even one person. And I'm really glad that it's continuing to help a lot. What's really strange is that there was no social media when I started. So that really makes me feel like, yeah, I've been here for 20 years, all right. Now, it's so integrated in our daily work that I feed off of the energy and the positivity. The most popular question I get is definitely always how do you wake up that early? How do you do it? Once I'm in those doors and the energy of this family here, it's just, I love it. The biggest thing I'd want the viewer to know is that I really feel like your friend, and I'm honored for that. I really am. So thank you, I would say. Thank you. It's really been an awesome adventure, and I can't wait to see where the road continues to take me. Have a terrific day. Oh my gosh.
No,
what do you think?
no, you can't do that. You know what? I do think it feels like just yesterday, but then I just saw some of those clips. So I'm quite aware that it wasn't. But no, I mean, you've watched me have my babies. I mean, we have grown up with each other,
Yeah.
and new people are, you know, welcoming to our family, and it really is family. I am fully serious when I say I consider this family away from my family. And I think you guys know
you
that.
have opened your homes to all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we have done a lot of partying at Hollie's house way back in the day included. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. I remember being at Grady's second birthday party and all the things that we've gone through. I mean, the mornings are sometimes hard, but then, you know.
Isn't it true though? You walk in these
funny
doors.
how fast it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are an amazing person. I love watching you work every day. We haven't talked about that enough, how amazing you are at your job. On the air, with the weather. I mean, you are incredible at what you do, and you wear many hats, and not a lot of people can do that. You are an amazing person, and it's been an honor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm honored, and thank you. I don't want to. I'm gonna cry again. So you guys,
Let it go.
Get the tissues. Let it go. Are we going to sing?
and fun fact, I'm a crier.
Yeah.
I am definitely a crier.
We're going to get her before the end
I
of
may
the
be
show.
Hollie Smiles, but I cry a lot too.
All right. Well, we have coffee for now.
Okay.
Maybe what else is in
Maybe
there?
some tissue.
Nothing yet.